Good evening, every Fae. How are you out there in the magical realms? We are here this evening, the Fairy Court of Fairy Blossom Festival, for our second episode of FAE News Network, and we have a lot of things planned. Also, my speakers are turned up really loud in the other room. I can actually hear myself from a room away with the doors closed. So I'm going to start off by allowing everybody to introduce themselves really quickly. I am Fairy Princess Lolly, and oh, oops. Oh my gosh.
I am not Fairy Princess Lolly.
There we go. Haha, fixed. Okay, go ahead, Morbid. Why don't you go next? Not Fairy Princess Lolly.
I am also not Fairy Princess Lolly. I am Count Morbid, and I am very, very cheerful and happy.
That doesn't seem right.
All right, Gunther.
Hello, I'm Gunther Hammerhands, and I am Darth Lord of the Sith of the Troll Order.
You are not.
I am too.
Famous Dana.
Hi, everybody. I am Famous Dana the Boggan. I have a channel here on the YouTubes as well, and come and visit me if you'd like. I like to do crafty things.
And what is the name of your channel?
Famous Dana the Boggan.
Okay, perfect. And Ion the Leprechaun?
He's so cute today in his hat.
That is.
Ion, are you there? Ion appears to be frozen yet again. So, okay.
That's what he gets for trusting.
No, I'm here. I'm Ion the Leprechaun.
I don't think your science is working, friend. I'm just
all that human magic is not working.
Rainbow trouble.
We're not hearing you.
Magic trick doesn't always work.
But it's fun.
pull a rabbit out of your pond.
With rainbows, if you will.
Okay, yes. So I would like to point out before we get started this evening, first, we do have a super chat enabled. So if you guys feel like supporting Fairy Blossom Festival and our work and our channel, you can always give us a super chat. And of course, that will make us have to say things out loud or look at your article or whatever it is you put into your super chat. And then I also want to start off by saying as well, thank you. This show is brought to you tonight by one of our Fairy Blossom Festival Fairy Market merchants, who is Fairy Dust Creations, and they do handmade, all-natural bath and body herbals, chocolate, lollipops, quick breads, cookies, fairy wings, leather books, all kinds of good magically and fun LARP prop stuff. So you can visit them at etsy.com/shop/fairydustcreates. So now we will go ahead, I guess, and get into, there are so many articles. Good job finding a bunch of these tonight, Morbid. There are so many articles to go over. So are you guys ready to go Inception?
Totally.
Oh, shit.
Love it.
All right, here we go. Inception. And I really don't know the order of these. I sort of opened them all at once, so I don't know what's going to come up first. So we are in for a surprise this evening, I guess. I also have a cat in a basket over here. I'm not sure what he's doing. What are you doing, kitty? What are you doing? Are you just sitting in that basket?
Also, real quick, is anyone else able to check how we're actually showing up on the YouTube? Because I have mine up, and I'm trying to figure out if it's only showing me for some reason, because it would be awful if that's all anyone could see.
It should show whoever is speaking. Let me double check that, though. Aha. Uh-oh. It might have just been you there for a minute.
That is, We would like to apologize to all our viewers.
for making you put your gaze upon the countenance of Count Morbid for that long. If your eyes haven't shriveled up and dried.
Yeah, no, because I have it open on.
I feel so crooked tonight.
Is it? He's supposed to be the prettiest.
Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
No.
Whatever.
We are ready. We are doing good. We are happy, and despite what Morbid says, we are just fine.
Also, it's doing well.
Somebody listens to Weird Al.
Yes. Word crimes.
Word crimes. Okay, we have gone Inception and
Fine over here.
let's see. Article number 1. Fairies and pixies spotted across Islington. I don't know if that's supposed to be Islington or Islington.
I'd like to know how that's news.
I think it's pronounced Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire?
Worcestershire.
It's a yummy place.
That's kind of cool. So I'm going to read this with exciting news voice. We are on the corner of Canterbury Place, and man, can they just have normal names? Alvin Hills, Alvin Villas. Here,
is it Welsh?
They love to have villas.
Fairy Princess Lolly, your species is spelled Sidhe, so I don't think you really have room to throw stones here.
all right, the slugga.
Slog.
Here, in the dawn shadow of the Canterbury Tower, a sorry-looking Robinia stump has become a joyful home for fairies, gnomes, and pixies. The Canterbury fairies took up residence towards the end of last year, not long after the tree had been felled. Their converted home includes a crooked chimney, rock garden, and bird box.
Ooh.
You know what this sounds like?
What does it sound like?
It sounds like that show. That's like a reality TV show with
Very
all
stylish.
these random fairies. They all live in a house together and they drink a lot.
Except for Count Morbid. Count Morbid lives in a shed off to the side.
Yes.
Almost Harry Potter style.
Big Brother. Yes.
Big Brother, yes.
Well, I thought it actually sounded like one of those.
It's Fey World Canterbury.
Actually, I hit it right on the head. It is Fey World Canterbury or whatever.
Well, I think it's kind of cute. It sort of makes me want to go around and find tree stumps and turn them into fairy homes for pixies and gnomes.
You hate to see gentrification like that, though.
For Wayward, are you trying to solve the homeless population? Is that what is happening here?
No, I'm trying to help the fairies urbanize.
That's like totally an apartment building, like superstructure, amazing place.
I'd hate to see the maintenance man there.
Let's see. The Magical Bower is one of several fairy communities to appear across Islington. No one knows who they are or what they are doing, but they are a happy sight. Well, I thought that they just said it was fairies.
I thought there was. They should just put cameras in there and check it out.
That's pretty cute.
That's a minion. That is not a fairy.
Welcome to Lifestyle.
Right there.
They're making cookies.
Maybe the fairies also have minions.
Yeah. On this episode, MTV's Chris.
Okay, I can see that. This is where the love happens. It says.
Okay. Next article. Human tongues can apparently smell things.
I quit.
Humans have new superpowers.
Nope.
Okay, here we go. The cells in your tongues seem to have the ability to smell. Researchers already knew that smell and taste are deeply interlinked in the brain, with smell providing most of the complex information associated. Oh my gosh, there's so many large words. But a new paper published online Tuesday in the Journal of Whatevers, researchers at the Monell Chemical Census Center, let's see, what did they discover? Discovered that when they exposed the taste cells to odor molecules, the cells responded like olfactory cells do.
Well, duh.
This is the first demonstration of olfactory senses in human taste cells, though they have been found elsewhere in the body, including the gut. I'm not going to read the next part. The presence. Okay, I'm not reading the next part. Okay. that was a surprise. Whoops. So although it makes me wonder, right? You know how if you plug your nose, then you can't taste things?
Or it tastes different, yes.
So what does that have? If your tongue can... Wait. I'm confused about what I was going to say.
We are too now.
So if your tongue can smell, it wouldn't matter if your nose is plugged.
That's what I was going to say.
So are we going to go around licking everybody now so we can smell them?
I thought that that's what you're supposed to do to show ownership.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a sign of ownership, and that's just not allowed, right?
I thought you were supposed to nibble on their tips of their ears to show ownership.
Here is an
Suddenly now licking and smelling is shopping.
Splinter the fairy taught that to Morbid and I, that when you lick it, you own it.
This is also an incredibly important lesson that everyone should know. Do not put that in your mouth.
Ask first.
Yes.
That seems very important to ask permission to put it in your mouth first.
Next topic.
But you know what? The tongue doesn't have to stay in your mouth.
Okay, let's see here.
And now Mr. Conway Twitty.
You like him a lot. See, play good music.
Who is Conway Twitty?
Hello, darling. How you been? It's been a long time. You're just as lovely.
No, I mean that sounds like the first part sounds like Big Bopper to me.
You would think so.
Your face is Big Bopper.
Oh!
The troll singing. It's kind of funny.
All right, here we go.
Can't sing. You didn't hear nothing.
Wait, where did it go? Okay, Inception.
No.
I wonder what it means when I do this. Aha. We're gonna see if I can avoid Inception this time and try just showing this window.
Window.
Hey, how about that? Okay, so now it just shows.
There is a lot
window.
happening in that story.
So the ruins of Aleister Crowley's cursed house on Loch Ness are for sale. That actually sounds kind of cool. You guys want to go live there? Look at the windows. They're all broke out.
I mean,
the BBC reports that Bullskin, what kind of a weird, Bullskin House, former home of occultist Aleister Crowley, and later owned by Led Zeppelin guitarist Jimmy Page.
That's why the windows are out right there. He took the guitar and he smashed it in.
Yes. Okay. Let's hold on. Let's see how much it is.
Apparently, it was the perfect location.
How's it actually tell it back?
For what exactly?
I don't know. I just read part of the article.
for parties with the Loch Ness Monster?
Well, when they said it's the ruins, they meant it. Look at this picture. It doesn't even have a roof. Can you see this picture here?
Is there even a back part of the what?
Do you see what I'm? Did it change?
I see a fireplace right
there. There doesn't seem to be a roof. That seems important.
There's a
I think
fireplace
right there.
Okay, here we go. So it's on the market along with 22 acres or 9 hectares of land, over 500,000 pounds. That's something like $750.
Mr. Crowley.
Dun,
Is
dun,
said
dun,
to
dun,
have
dun.
carried out what he claimed were black magic rituals at the property near Foyers between 1899 and 1913. The building, which was later owned by musician Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin, is reported to be haunted or cursed.
Well,
A
which one
major
is it?
fire ripped.
Or both.
Maybe it is cursed, and that's how it became haunted.
Okay.
You know, like when
Or maybe
somebody
the
was
ghost is doing the cursing. The ghost is just sitting there and he hears sensitive beeps the whole time he talks.
Mr. Crowley.
Okay, a major fire ripped through the B-listed Georgian Boleskine house above in 2015, so it only recently burnt down. Let's see. The selling agent said echoes of its former splendor are all that remain of the Boleskine house, but added that there is an opportunity to restore it into an outstanding property.
If you
It's
restore
like you said
it, you re-add
Bit
the
of
curses to it.
Land,
It was like,
so it'd be worthwhile.
it's like you said it burnt down only in 2015. Like that made it less burnt somehow.
I didn't know that Aleister Crowley was Scottish.
I didn't know he was a Led Zeppelin fan.
Wait,
Do you think he licked the walls while he was there?
okay, here we go. The demons and evil forces had congregated round me so thickly that they were shutting off the light, Crowley wrote of his experiments there. It was a comforting situation. There could be no more doubt of the efficiency of the operation. Efficiency, yes. I thought it said efficacy, but I was wrong. Of the efficiency of the. Some believe those evil forces still linger.
Wow.
And they don't pay rent.
Slackers.
You can make,
You know,
can make them
that's
pay
right.
rent.
I think these people don't know what the heck they're talking about.
At
Lumina!
Boleskine, Crowley was said to have summoned 100 of spirits. I mean, how did they keep track of that? Did he check them off like on a notch on his bedpost or something, including Lucifer? Oh my goodness, this is so
Food for
ridiculous.
today. I don't know what's going to happen. Feeling cute, might summon a demon. I don't know.
I think you did, and the dogs are barking at it.
Let's see.
Release
The
the
occultist.
hounds of hell.
He also embarked on a complicated 6-month power-giving black magic ceremony called Abra Melon, but he was interrupted in the middle of the ritual by his grandmaster, the head of the Golden Dawn, who called him to Paris. It is claimed Crowley didn't have time to banish the spirits he brought to Boleskine. The rites of Abramelin the mage require prior months of preparation, celibacy, and abstinence from alcohol to include.
Done there.
I'm having trouble believing that Aleister Crowley met the standards.
You know, I'm starting to have a feeling that all this is like an expert talking about this. It's like there's a moment account. He couldn't have sex. He couldn't drink at all. He summoned 12 demons and played dice in the corner with them. How the heck would you know? Were you standing there playing dice too? I wasn't playing dice too, and he took all my money. Well, that's very unfortunate for you, and now you're doing a tell-all book.
Don't you know they're weighted dice?
It could be
Wait, what?
dice.
Huh?
We just have to ask the other Boggans in the house. What were they doing today? Well, today we decided to burn down the house. Oh, lovely.
Oh, I see Lumina managed to join us. Hello,
Yes.
Lumina.
I did finally.
Yay, congratulations and welcome.
Huzzah.
Not very bright.
Yay.
We missed you in
Wait a
round 1,
minute.
so it's good to have you in round 2.
What do you mean I'm not very bright?
I didn't say that.
I know you did, and he did. The dark one over there.
Why would you listen to him anyway? Dun,
Oh,
dun,
good
dun,
point.
dun, dun, dun. I would do that every time you say Mr. Crowley. I'm going to bust out that guitar riff every time. Because I have my ox.
Perhaps you should pause for just a second while Count Morbid is apparently assaulted by a dog. Lumina O Wisp has joined us, and I figure we can go ahead and let's just go through the month of May. We have several events that we just wanted to run through with you on a calendar for the month of May. And so we are going to go through those quickly here to give you guys a rundown of things that you can look forward to across the new world. That would be the United States, and one from Canada, because we don't want to leave out the Kingdom of Northern Ice. So everybody get out your lists.
Lists at the ready.
Lists at the ready. All right. So on May 2nd through the 5th is the Louisiana Pirate Festival, and that is taking place in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Ion?
Imagine that.
On May 4th through the 5th in Sunbury, Pennsylvania is the Fairy Festival at the Spyglass Ridge Winery.
Spyglass Ridge Winery. Yes.
Utah.
Seems like a good
Next.
On May 11th through the 27th on the weekends is the Utah Renaissance Festival and Fantasy Fair in Marriott Dash, Slatterville, Utah. I did it. Okay.
Next.
On May 18th is the Mystic Enchanted Garden Festival in Olympia, Washington.
I've never heard of Washington.
I never heard of it.
Next.
Does it mean it's my turn?
Yes.
It is.
Okay, because we skipped one. It's the Moscow Renaissance Fair on May 4th and May 5th in Moscow, Idaho.
Okay. And then on May 18th, there is the Central Indiana Enchanted Fairy Festival in Danville, Indiana.
Yeah.
There's the Fresno Pirate Festival, May 18th and 19th in Fresno, California.
On May 26th May 24th and the 26th, Calgary, Alberta is the Calgary Medieval Fair and Artisan Market. And since it seems to be the same paragraph, also the Fantasy Wood Festival, May 25th and 27th, Columbia, Maryland.
Gunther?
I believe we missed the Mayfair on the Green on May 18th and 19th in Holland Passage, New York.
Thanks, Dana.
There is the Renaissance Pleasure Fair all the weekends through May 19th in Irwindale, California. That looks like fun.
Yes. And the last one is Oddmall Emporium of the Weird, June 1st, and that is in Monroe, Washington. So those are some upcoming events around the new world that you guys can hopefully go to. If you have events coming up still towards the end of May, we will of course be back with you in 2 weeks. So please feel free to leave us links for those events, and we will add them to our calendar for our next episode.
I hear the Oddmall gets a lot of riffraff.
What?
Hey,
There is no riffraff at Oddmall.
You're riffraff.
Your face is riffraff.
I got a size 18 boot that's going to show what riffraff is.
Sometimes you're riffraff at Rocky Horror. All right. Are you guys ready?
I went Dr. School.
We are ready.
All right, here we go.
Don't say it like that.
Are you scared?
Maybe.
Just a touch.
you guys, you're all fired.
Yay!
Woohoo!
No, wait, come back. I like to torture you in particular, Morbid, and it wouldn't be torture if you weren't required to stay anyway.
You know, and every time she fires us, I never leave quick enough to actually get fired.
Do you know that we can only see half your face?
What?
Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Maybe.
I've
Where's my
totally
share
had
button?
enough with fire today, that's for sure.
Okay, let's see. So, Aleister Crowley's house, and
Oh God.
I am not taking part of this. I am not taking part of this at all.
How do you
First
even read that?
Museum. Well, you read the English part.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
First museum dedicated to Japanese folklore monsters opens in Hiroshima. Japan's first museum of supernatural monsters opened Friday in Hiroshima Prefecture. But what is that?
It's like their state.
I'm going to take this opportunity to crawl out of everyone's TV screen now.
What?
What?
Creepy,
Okay, like the-
crawly.
Oh, he's doing the ring.
Crawly. Creepy, crawly.
It's a place where there was once a big boom.
Allowing visitors to get immersed in a strange world of yokai through historical artifacts and interactive digital installations. Oops. The Miyoshi Monoke, ooh, that sounds cool. The Miyoshi Monoke Museum, or formerly the Yumoto Koichi Memorial Japan Yokai Museum. Oh my gosh. Museum.
It's doing tight.
Right? Opened in the city of Miyoshi after Koichi Yumoto, a 68-year-old ethnologist and yokai researcher in Tokyo, donated some 5,000 items from his collection in 2016. Wow. Let's see. The museum displays about 160 items from Yumoto's collection, which includes a scroll painting of the famous folktale and crafts. Which famous folktale? Did I miss something?
You missed a paragraph.
Well, I know, but it doesn't say. It just of yokai monsters. It doesn't actually say anything there. Visitors can also learn histories of the monsters through an interactive digital picture book of yokai and take photos with the monsters using a special camera set up at the site. I'm glad that the museum opened, and as I still don't have many chances to see those items, I hope this place will become a holy site for yokai fans, said Akimitsu Okaba, a 39-year-old from the city of Hiroshima. I wish they had pictures of some monster that was inside of there.
Yeah, I'm thinking the idea of taking my picture with a monster, it might follow me home. That's not comforting.
Maybe the video shows something. Okay, let's see what the video shows us. Are you guys ready? We're gonna watch this.
Let's watch
Ready.
YouTube.
Woohoo!
Let's watch YouTube and YouTube.
Let's see.
What in the world?
He's like, hey, you're supposed to be inside my body.
I don't think I'm old enough for this conversation.
Crazy.
What a-
The Invisible Man gone wrong.
I would like to know.
Doesn't that make him just a visible man if it's wrong?
What, is this what
Maybe so.
Saturday Night Fever was based on?
Perhaps we should just Google yokai.
Is that
That
John
video.
Travolta as a geisha girl?
They're dancing?
Is that like the end of Mortal Kombat where you get your spine pulled out?
This is a friendshipality. I can't. I don't. Why?
I don't even understand.
Why are you
what-
still making us watch this?
That's what I don't.
It's just like a train wreck, Fairy Princess Lonely, where we can't look away.
And now it's
like
the
you
time of
can't
the
look away. You're just like, why am I watching this? I don't understand what's going on here right now. Maybe it would make more sense if we could read it. Whoa. Maybe that is a yokai right there, right? That is one of these monster creatures in the background. But I just don't understand how he relates to a disco version of the bodies exhibit.
It needs some bad Japanese rave music.
Is there
that
actually
wasn't bad
good
enough for
Japanese
you?
wave music?
Oh, it's the same thing.
Ouch!
Dang.
Zing.
Was that when they dress in little short skirts and they say
That's always.
high-pitched?
I mugged an Easter bunny.
Nope. Now is the time on Sprocket where we dance with skeletons.
I guess you can do that. What can I
Can dance if you want to.
I can dance with my Tom-T.
Dance,
What
dance.
is that?
Everybody dance.
You can leave your skeleton behind.
Dead Man's Party.
And we
All right.
digress.
Boingo, boingo.
Okay, here we go. We're going to go on to the next article.
Yay!
I'm gonna have jelly beans.
Yes. Okay.
We may be
go
having
away.
fillet of dog later.
I might have to kill that thing.
Okay, let's look at
my
this one.
goodness.
What is that loud yapping?
It is.
That would be Roscoe P.P. Coltrane.
It is
already
not.
died.
That is the mama dog because she is mad at the other dog for being a male.
Oh, she just had puppies.
Okay, here we
She just
go.
had
Are you guys ready?
Ready.
Ready?
I got off of it. Here we go. Romania's witches use the web to keep customers spellbound. So,
What kind of
Not
web?
making fun of witches on the internet.
That sounds like a dirty racist lie, and I don't appreciate it.
I for one welcome our new witch overlords.
Magasoya, Romania, May 1st. Repeat after me. To be together with who I want. A family of Romanian witches chant via a video call to, be quiet. Via a video call to a client in India paying for a love spell. The session in a decorated shed in a backyard 15 kilometers north of Bucharest is one of many consultations the family holds online, alternating them with rituals live streamed on Facebook to build up their digital following. A truly powerful witch can solve problems from a distance, explains 20-year-old witch Cassandra Buzea. It is
Using WWH, Worldwide Hexes.
It's a feature, not a bug.
I need to find that network.
It is not the phone or Facebook that are doing the magic. It is the words that we are saying, the rituals that we are doing, and it's enough to look each other in the eye for the ritual to work. The power of the internet has allowed Romania's busy witch community to gradually migrate their ancient practices onto the web. Witchcraft has long been seen as a folk custom in the Eastern European country, and many of its estimated 4,000 witches that is a lot of witches for a tiny country like Romania, it seems like, are luring customers from Europe, Asia, and the United States. And you know what? This business about it's enough to look each other in the eye, that's what that woman in the candy store yesterday who told me that she didn't understand. She didn't understand how you could do an oracle card reading for the future before the day that it was supposed to occur. Which
I can't picture you in a candy store.
It's kind of amusing to see.
So much good candy. Oh, and I can't wait. I bought so many soda pops. And so we should all get together and do a tasting because they look like the most disgusting soda pops you've ever seen in your life.
Candy is
Wait,
awful.
I got maple nut fudge over here somewhere. Oh.
What flavors of soda pop did we get? We got
Grass.
Dirt. Yeah, we got grass flavored
Zombie
soda pop.
brain.
Zombie brains. Dirt.
Dragon
we got dirt.
drool.
Dragon
Dragon
drool.
Mhm.
Butter. We got butter flavored.
You are obsessed with the butter. You are obsessed with the butter.
We named it like 6th. How can I be obsessed when I didn't name it first?
Because you said it like 6 times yesterday and wouldn't let it go, so we had to get it.
Yes, but it was because you objected so much. That was why.
I actually found bacon flavored soda one time, but it wasn't very
we
good.
got bacon too. We got bacon. We got it.
It didn't taste very much like bacon. It was sad.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It was a disappointment.
But it seems gross. Let's see. They would not disclose how much they earn, but they said where's that music coming from? Is it this thing again? Is it an advertisement? It is.
Watch out.
Okay, roughly.
Here,
Okay, you know what? Goodbye. No, it's this one. Why is it making this noise? Please stop. Well, I guess now here we are because it decided that it wanted to go on with that. So here we are. Next article. Starbucks debuts bright pink dragon drink as a new permanent menu item. I wish it was the unicorn one though.
Do you want me to read this one? Because I can pull up this as well.
By all means, Count Morbid, I would love it if you would read the pink one.
Terrible news, everyone.
Although I have to say that this first line, step aside, pink drink. This one I think is called the Yink. He likes to wink. He likes to drink. The thing he likes to drink is ink. The ink he likes to drink is pink. He likes to wink and drink pink ink. So if you have a lot,
let me bring the despair and pathos that this needs.
Okay.
Starbucks just introduced a fruity, bright pink drink, perfect for summer, and it's totally Instagram worthy. The dragon drink is a combination of fruit juice with mango. With mango and dragon fruit flavors. So it's fruit juice with fruit and some also fruit.
It sounds very technical.
Yes. Starting on Tuesday, it's fruit with fruit and some fruit. Starting on Tuesday, the drink will join the permanent menu at all Starbucks stores in the U.S. and Canada, except for Everett. The dragon fruit beverage is part of the company's new summer offerings, which also includes the return of some fan favorite drinks. The mocha cookie crumble frappuccino and the caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino. And an ad just popped up. 1 second.
Have you know that Lily the Pink introduced the drink?
Permanent items. Mocha something, sugar something. But basically, it's just all awful. I'm just gonna say it's all just enjoy.
I got you a present, a whole awful present.
No, I don't want anything that involves the phrase caramel drizzle.
It doesn't involve caramel drizzle.
Okay,
so Lily the Pink introduced the drink that cured everyone's ills.
Also features the return of the s'mores frappuccino.
Ew.
Yeah.
That sounds like a bad Star Wars.
I can't believe that Count Morbid and I agreed on that.
Yes.
Return of the s'mores.
Well, I don't like s'mores because it usually involves the outdoors.
Well, it also involves flaming mushrooms, which is dodgy.
A fantastic party.
How does s'mores involve flaming mushrooms?
Haven't you seen the mushroom that catches fire? The kid has it on the stick. They start flinging it around, trying to get it out. It flies off the stick and lands in somebody's hair.
The marshmallow?
No.
Oh, you haven't been to the right party.
No.
Well, if people would.
I thought she was talking about hanging out at a gay bar.
You're so shy. My sweet boy.
That's a cat.
You know, if you smell the burnt marshmallows,
you're stuck on my
you might be having like an issue with your head.
There's my sweet boy.
Do you mean burning toast?
Yes,
There's
that's
my sweet
burning
boy.
toast, burnt marshmallows.
Okay,
Yeah.
burnt toast and flaming mushrooms are two different things.
Maybe.
One's like, hey, the other one's like, ee.
They both are kind of sticky when it gets in your hair.
God.
Are we still talking about s'mores?
Yes.
Please, won't somebody think of the younglings?
Oh no, be quiet. What's happening right now? I don't know.
This is my
always-
baby.
Why do we even have that lever?
Ooh, you got a person too. You got a
Oh.
friend with you.
Everybody got super loud suddenly. I don't know what happened. Like really loud. How do I turn? Oh, I think the cat might have stepped on my volume control. Wow. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, suddenly you guys were at almost 100%, and my ears. Oh, God. Oh
We
no.
control the horizontal.
It is spooky.
The cat just put us into the freaking outer limits and Twilight Zone stuff.
Are you guys
Outer
able to?
limits, Brendan.
What is Outer Limits?
Not
It's like a
the
Twilight
It's a it's a sci-fi show that
It's like
shows
in the late
much-
50s, early 60s.
Way
Excellent.
over there in the corner of the backyard.
The way Outer Limits. Yes. Okay. So let's.
Out of bounds.
Okay, so let's go to the next article. You know, I thought that I pushed the share button last time, but I don't think that I did. And I have a sad mewling cat over here. He just thinks it's the end of the world.
It's the end of the world as
We know it.
It is.
Is it because he wants to be on camera?
No, it's because he wants to be
And
out of this room. And he came in here when he wasn't supposed to, and now he's mad that I'm just not jumping right out from behind this table to let him out.
Is it your tail?
Bad kitty. It is my tail. It's my sweet tail.
Oh, no.
Okay, you ready? Here we go. Indian soldiers claim they've found Yeti footprints in Nepal. And you guys can. Yeah, okay.
That wasn't Yeti. I'm sorry. I went to Nepal on vacation.
Experts say the prints more likely. Wait, no, stop. Oh, that's me. Oh. Okay, I have to adjust that because I keep leaning on it apparently. Oh, I have a sneeze, you guys. Have a sneeze.
Oh, we have a network error right now, apparently.
That was because she was sneezing.
Stop chewing.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
I think her face just spontaneously combusted into the microphone.
You're allergic to the kitty cat being mad.
Spontaneously combusting is the opposite of sneezing. It's more like it hurricaned into the microphone. Experts say the prints more likely belong to a bear than the abominable snowman. So, largely regarded by the scientific community as a myth, the Yeti is part of Nepali folklore and is said to live high in the snow-capped Himalayas. In a tweet accompanied by pictures, the Indian Army said it had sighted footprints measuring 32 by 15 inches.
Yeah, that's about my shoe size.
Well, 32 inches, I guess 12 times 3 is 36. So it's just short of like 1, 2, it's about this big, I guess, maybe. So that's quite large. I mean, if I turn it this way, it's.
I mean, we can't see you, but yeah.
Well, it's like it'd be a footprint that's roughly this big. So
I can't see you to see how big.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. Hold on.
It's roughly
I don't think
this
I want to
big.
meet a bear with feet that big. I think that'd be scary too.
Okay, so it's roughly. Can you see me now? It is roughly this big, like from my head to about here. That's a single footprint.
That scares me.
Imagine getting drop kicked by that thing. Ouch.
I want to see a Yeti and a Sasquatch fight.
You know, there
Ooh,
are some
celebrity deathmatch.
snowshoes that make your feet look bigger. Maybe if they put like weird prints on the bottom of the snowshoes and then went tromping around on Everest and left the footprints up there, that could explain that one. Why I don't think there's an
That
actual
sounds like
Yeti
a whole.
walking around where they can be seen.
That sounds like a whole lot of work for something that you can't really breathe while doing.
Okay, so it says. Okay, I'm gonna go on here. It says. For the first time, an Indian Army mountaineering expedition team has sighted, I think they spelled it wrong. I think it's supposed to be Sighthed, has sighted mysterious footprints of mythical beast Yeti. It said in a tweet, not explaining how a mythical beast could leave footprints.
It stepped there. That's how you leave footprints.
No, but they're making a terrible joke. They're saying, well, if it's an imaginary beast, then how does it leave footprints? Well, that's.
You want me to show you, friend?
I don't like that joke very much. It annoys me, right? Because the whole reason that they call it mythical is because there hasn't been proof of it or whatever that is satisfactory to the human realm. So they call it mythical. Well,
Let's get mythical. Mythical.
Not all mythical beasts can walk on water, you know, and like walking on snow is like walking on water, right?
Well, I guess the point is that if it leaves footprints, right? So then at what point do the footprints prove that the mythical isn't mythical anymore? Do they not count as potential Yeti footprints?
So the normal.
I think we're missing something here.
Well, we're like maybe a Yeti body or something.
Well,
If
humans
it needs, we can kill
don't
it.
know that what can possibly be leaving that footprint. So what they need is a dead body.
No human
They
being could stack.
they don't use footprints of anything to just.
Okay, here we go. Located on the border between Nepal and China, Makalu is among the highest mountains in the world and stands near the Makalu-Barun Valley, a remote wilderness that has also been surveyed by researchers hunting for the Yeti. Let's see.
How much taller is it than Mount Denali?
Let's see. Some researchers said that Yeti footprints were likely those of bears. I mean, do bears actually have footprints though that are 2.5 feet big?
Yes.
Not in
No,
terror, I want to meet.
yeah.
I
but
think that would be the size of the entire bear.
No.
It's not a teddy.
Bears.
Could be a
No,
baby
but the
bear.
thing is, if the footprint is in snow or dirt or mud, then they could
You drag
just
it.
not lifted its foot.
Right.
And how would they know?
But bear tracks don't look like humanoid tracks.
Yeah, wouldn't they
They're
be
short
kind
and
of
stubby.
round like this?
It depends how much you had to drink that night.
The bear got into the honey mead.
Oh, bother.
That'd be a happy bear until the morning.
They didn't say it looked like a human print either. They just said it was 32 inches long and 15 inches wide. So we don't know what it looks like. Do they have an image of the footprint?
I don't know. Let me see here. I'm going to read on for just a minute, even though it's not, I don't think it's screen sharing. It says, if that is a footprint of an animal or a single animal, it is the size of a dinosaur based on how big the footprint is. They're saying that the animal must be the size of a dinosaur, and then goes on to say that one really needs to confirm those measurements of the footprint size because we know for sure there are no dinosaurs living in the Barun Valley. Well, yes. Let's see. Tales of a wild, hairy beast roaming the Himalayas have captured the imagination of climbers in Nepal since the 1920s, prompting many, including Sir Edmund Hillary. Oh yeah, that guy, Sir Edmund Hillary, the famous. whoever that guy is, to go looking for the creature. I feel like they just went to Wikipedia to
Sir
find
Edmund
it.
Hillary.
Wait, you know who he
Isn't he
is?
the-
Yeah, he's the
Isn't he
first,
the first
white
person-
guy that scaled Everest,
That's right.
along with his Sherpa Tenzing
You
Norgay.
just told me you
Why
went on a
do you
tirade
guys
bagging on this
know
guy. And he's the
this?
first guy to ever climb the mountain. You're like going, hey, screw that guy. I don't even know who that guy is. I was the first one here, mate. What are you talking about?
Why do you guys know that? That's what I want to know. How
Why don't you know that?
Because I don't go mountain climbing.
Well, you guys knew who Aleister Crowley was, and I didn't.
Wait, what? Who didn't know who Aleister Crowley?
Famous Dana.
Famous Dana, you didn't know who Aleister Crowley was?
I recognize the name, but I don't know who he is.
Yeah, he's the guy in the Ozzy Osbourne song.
Perry Mason.
As much as I want to say who's Ozzy Osbourne, but I know who he is, so I'm good there.
You're safe then.
Wow. Okay, let's see.
Tongue part.
Let's see.
Sorry.
He likes a lot of tongue too. He licks things a lot.
You know, he bites the heads off bats and other things.
Are you thinking that he didn't lick it first? I'm pretty sure it belonged to
Oh,
him.
I would definitely not lick it.
There's a picture. There's a picture.
Pictures!
Let's see the picture.
Okay, hold on.
Happen.
Yes. Yeah. Pictures or it didn't happen. Okay.
Pixie portraits.
See it? Do you see it?
Not yet.
For a half a second?
I don't have a scale. I don't have it to scale here. I could do that in my
I'm
bag.
gonna try to see if I could. Oh, let's see. Let's see if I can open a bigger version.
Could you put a quarter next to the footprint?
You are such a size princess.
I don't like you anymore right now. Okay, do you see the footprints though?
Mhm.
Which ones?
They
are
look like they're all right feet. Like right foot.
Yeah.
He's got a bit of a one-legged problem. He pogo sticks through the place.
Very single file.
You know how sand people walk and kiss to hide the numbers? You know, it's like that.
Oh, that's what it is. Definitely. There's 15 Yetis there.
Walk
okay,
in
go.
single file to hide the numbers.
Okay, so let's see. There was something about
State Farm Insurance.
no, there was something about here. Scientists finding little evidence of the Yeti. Some group of people found multiple Yeti samples, but they all belonged to bears.
It says
Let's
they're
see.
Japanese climbers said they saw. Did they put them in that?
This sounds awesome.
in Hiroshima?
2 men in the United States said they had found the remains of a half man, half ape, which was eventually revealed to be a rubber gorilla suit. I want to know the story behind why somebody was tromping around the Himalayas in a rubber gorilla suit. It's like,
Why do you want to know that story? You know exactly why that happened.
Because the fairy princess wanted some fresh snow.
I would
are you thinking
definitely,
what I'm thinking, Pinky?
I would definitely go running up a mountain in a rubber gorilla suit. I'm just saying.
But they don't make rubber pants in your size.
I don't care.
Oh my gosh.
I would not care. I would do that and just make sure everybody filmed me and then send it into their most hilarious old videos.
Ready to punch.
I think so, Brain.
There is
Well, we gotta
a-
get a gorilla suit this time of night.
Creamer jug.
The
right
Himalayas,
in front of
apparently.
it. Got about so much in it. If you get to it before I do, of whichever one.
Who's talking? What's
start to
talking?
Mix the
What's
machine.
talking?
Okay.
and
Goodman
I'll
is
just
talking.
take that.
No, I mean, I hear like
It's,
an old.
it's fatherly.
Tomorrow morning when I get up.
Okay.
Father.
Oh, okay.
Why they're not labeled or anything.
What
Sorry.
the heck?
That was my background noise. I apologize.
Again?
Oh, mute. Next time, mute.
I mean, I don't recall.
Okay.
I was trying to find the mute button on my phone, but it wasn't coming up easily for me.
Oh dear. Okay. So next article.
I'm having way too much fun with these Nerf guns. Consequently, I'm going to use a FAIRYBLOSSOM Midsummer Games this year.
Here we go.
Lolly, I will absolutely read the one set in Florida.
Okay, well then that's your turn now, because Easter Bunny hops into a fight on the streets of Orlando, Florida. Oh, hashtag Florida man. I mean Florida Bunny.
Florida Rabbit. Yes.
Florida Rabbit.
A man and a woman were fighting in Orlando when the bunny suddenly came up and started throwing rabbit punches.
Okay.
What are
Okay.
rabbit punches? Are those like kangaroo punches or
No,
T-Rex?
it's like it's a play on words. It's punny. It's like saying rapid punches, rabbit punches.
I'm speaking here, Gunther. Okay. He didn't care it at all for his
Oh
safety.
no.
A fight on the streets of Orlando, Florida was busted up Sunday thanks to, well, the article says a guy in an Easter Bunny costume, but
But we all know that it was the real rabbit.
Yes. A video
course it
posted
was.
on Instagram shows
He was
a man and a
late.
woman fighting after they bumped into each
For a
other.
very important
For a
date.
very important date.
The woman was doing the job alone.
These
When
ladies
the
say,
bunny
"Hey."
joins the brawl and starts throwing what the station referred to as the aforementioned rabbit punches. And that is apparently mostly the article. But yes, I don't think that was somebody in a suit. I think somebody went full Harvey.
I don't care. After you said rabbit punches, you didn't need to say another word.
So why was it that the Easter Bunny was boxing people? He was angry about something?
Well, because a man and a woman were fighting, and he was being chivalrous.
Shrubbery?
Things he can't do that I can.
Kill virus.
Actually, according to Google, a rabbit punch is a short or sharp chop with the edge of the hand to the back of the neck. So it's not a play on words.
Punch.
It's a karate chop.
I believe the Easter Bunny said he was going to break his lucky rabbit's foot off in somebody's hind quarters.
He wants his foot back now.
I think
They had gone to his last hair.
Yeah.
I mean, my cat is so lovable because he wants to go out. He's loving and loving and loving, but he doesn't want me to hold him. Look at him. See, he's so shy.
Aww.
he's face palming.
Yeah.
There.
Okay. Okay, before we go on to the next article, I'm just going to take
They
a
should have
brief
talked about it. He was all ears.
before we go on to the next article, hey, I'm going to make a brief interlude to say thank you to our Fairy Blossom Festival Fairy Market vendor, Adiana's Creations, and she makes dandelion seed jewelry, including necklaces, earrings, and charms, and more. You can visit her shop at etsy.com/shop/Miss Adiana. It's ADEANA. Thank you so much for being part of Fairy Blossom Festival and our fairy market this year.
She's
Okay,
awesome. Actually, I've been at a few events with her.
I am looking forward to it because dandelion is one of my is my main totem flower. I even have a tattoo, a dandelion tattoo. So I'm looking forward to seeing her work.
Bunny.
Bunny.
Fluffy
Okay.
tail. Bunny.
Dragon eat bunny.
Now I just want to say that the next, you know what, Count Morbid, I think you should be in charge of reading the next article.
Wait. Which one is it?
They done being a basket case about these two.
Oh, is it the beards?
Yes.
Please allow me to call this up with great relish here.
Yes, I would just like to say that this is not about anybody in specific.
Yes, according to a new study, men with beards have more germs than dogs. All the bearded guys in the study had high microbial counts, compared with only 23 out of 30 dogs tested. Conclusions? Dogs are fine to share MRI machines.
Dogs are what?
Hygiene. But looks like men with beards are going to be dogged with charges of bad hygiene That's because a new study suggests bearded guys have far more germs than a dog's fur. Something Zurich, Switzerland, something hygienic. Basically, they were trying to decide if sharing a machine, the MRI machine with a dog. I don't know why this was a question, but apparently it's cleaner to share an MRI scanner with a dog than it is with a bearded human person.
What about bearded ladies?
I don't think it came up in the study.
I think
the
reason is because bearded men have more. They have more germs because they're girl germs.
Yeah.
They did compare the microbial load.
Oh, what?
The silly microbes and the germs.
I think next
Nice.
time they need to include in the research hairy bacillus.
When they say that beards are dirtier than dogs, do they mean the entire dog versus a beard?
Well,
or do they mean like just a dog's chin? What do they mean? They didn't really say what part of the dog they were talking about.
Were they checking for all kinds of germs or just the ones that lead to human diseases?
Well, what about guys with beards having hair in other places? I mean,
Okay,
talking about...
I'm starting to get offended because I have a beard. I don't want to have this conversation no more. Moving on. Next article.
But you're a troll, not a man, I thought. It wasn't about trolls. It was about men. Humans.
Do you think trolls don't
male is a gender as well?
We know that trolls have germs.
I am now going to go disinfect my face. Thank you.
Does that translate into pour alcohol on beard?
Or into mouth?
That's my solution.
I assure you, I am totally hygienic.
Oh my gosh! It's like you grew cousin It on your face or something.
He's a sharp-nosed man.
Oh God! Wait! I can't get it off my face now.
Now that I've fumigated.
Wow, that was, and then there was the night that Morbid lost a fight to his beard. Actually, Morbid, it's more like a merkin on your face, isn't it?
You're a merkin.
10 points to whoever knows what a merkin is. I mean, I know all of you guys probably do because you all know antiquated words. So 10 points to the first person in the audience who knows what a merkin is. You guys all keep your mouths shut. Okay.
Silly, there's a giveaway to find out who knows what the word merkin means. Puts the definition in the comment section of all YouTube.
Fastest typist, probably.
Okay, let's see. What else do we have? Oh, so this was just so weird, and it seemed so related to the Easter Bunny. So I don't really know what it is. I just kind of clicked the link to save it so I could look at it when we got here. So, oh, hey, there's a fluffy-tailed cat behind me. So this could go horribly wrong, or I'm not sure. So here we go. Oops, wrong screen. Let's see. Rabbit toaster is the.
I must have that.
It's the freaky kitchen appliance from your nightmares.
Call your local taxidermist today.
Back to the smelling of burnt toast again.
I just like this is what happens when the Florida Easter Bunny loses a fight, right?
He's toast.
Are those googly eyes?
Those do look a bit googly, yes.
If the brave little toaster had a deranged brother, this rabbit-skinned one from England would be it. The toaster, which was created in March 2018 by 24-year-old taxidermist Jack Devaney, resurfaced on Reddit Monday morning and drew considerable shock. So, if he's a
There's
taxidermist,
toast in my hair.
is it a real rabbit? Oh my gosh! Because if he's
With googly eyes.
okay,
Also, wait,
I'm gonna-
quick question here. What about the duck toaster? Because I think it's duck toaster season.
Oh, you quack me up.
Oh, that was horrible. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get a bigger image, but I don't think I can. Whoa, Forbes Daily Dozen.
No thanks.
By the way, while the princess is looking, speaking of antiquated words, is everyone familiar with the word melchstick?
No.
Melch.
Did you say Melf?
No, melchstick.
Melf.
It is a kind of field goblin that specifically it's a protector of hazelnuts. I swear, I am not making this up.
But what made you bring it up?
He was really bored and looked up the word you said because he didn't know what it meant.
Well, no. She was talking about antiquated words, and I just thought that a small goblin that protects hazelnuts was relevant to the conversation.
Do you guys see the bigger picture?
Yes.
That's a rabbit toaster.
I think it's real rabbit fur. And look at those ears. I think it's real, except for the googly eyes.
I think that would smell really bad.
I think it's kind of hilarious that this plug-in sort of looks like a cottontail.
That's actually what the English plugins look like.
What?
They have the funky wall plugs.
Oh, yeah.
English breakfast is weird.
Wait, I thought the English breakfast wasn't actually a thing. The English breakfast is an American thing.
Well, I don't know many Americans that eat black pudding.
I thought they called it an English breakfast because your serving sizes are this big.
How big?
Itsy bitsy.
How big?
You know, we can't see you.
Is it smaller than
I just keep doing that to see if she'll catch on.
Dang. Harsh. Okay, here we go.
Is it smaller than a Yeti foot?
This is a Yeti foot. This is an English breakfast. Okay.
No, English breakfast is in fact an actual thing.
Like an English muffin?
Yeah, well, no, it
usually includes blood sausage and blood pudding, and
it's basically a lot like what we think of breakfast, except it includes bacon, sausages, usually has beans, and usually has like a piece of fried tomato.
Not only is it beans, it has to be Heinz 57 beans. It's a thing.
What did they do before
blood pudding, which is just sticky stuff?
So
what's blood pudding?
Is literally congealed blood in a sausage casing, also known as black pudding.
Why do they eat that?
Because they're English.
Because they got big teeth like this.
So the kicker is they actually take the beans and they put it on to their toast.
Well, I would eat beans on toast.
Well, yeah, and so this is the thing. They do that, but they won't use butter half the time. They want to use jam. And then they want to complain at you about the fact that they want to put milk in their tea and all you have is honey.
Wait a minute. I like to have milk in my tea.
As long as it's Earl Grey tea and it's hot.
Tea, Earl Grey, hot.
All right, Picard.
Tea to them is basically like coffee to us.
I'm using advanced scientific techniques to put a picture on the internet.
Uh-oh.
And not just holding up my phone in front of the camera.
It's an English breakfast.
It looks like pork and beans.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Eggs,
you can see the black in that image.
Fried tomato.
I think usually it's kidney beans, which are icky too.
I sort of
it's baked beans. They're literally baked beans.
I want to try a fried tomato. I never tried a fried tomato. Not
good. I was going to say there are regional differences, or depending on the part of England, or if it's a different part of the United Kingdom, because
Or
apparently
if
there's
it's
an
green
Irish,
eggs instead of red
Irish
eggs.
and
Right?
Scottish breakfast, and
Well, all right, my lovelies. It is 8:51, and we have been here for almost 90 minutes. So
speaking for myself, it feels much longer.
Some of us less.
well, but not by much. So the only thing I have left after Freaky Rabbit Toaster, I mean, I have to admit, look, if I could get Freaky Rabbit Toaster, I would.
Sounds like the band name.
I think that the outside of the toaster wouldn't be so hot, so you wouldn't have to worry about the toaster melting other things on your counter.
Ooh,
I wouldn't want it to catch on fire.
Well, you don't have for inside.
Well, no, but I mean, you know how toasters, they'll get, if you have them turned up, they get really, really hot at the top.
What I think a rabbit toaster should be named. What famous bunny should it be named after?
Peter
Like Peter Rabbit, or Peter Cottontail, or Bugs.
Velveteen.
Wasn't the big
Velveteen.
Harvey? Wasn't he the 6-foot-tall rabbit?
Yes, that was Harvey.
You're old. You knew that reference.
Bunnicula. If you're a vampire.
There we go.
Breadicula.
No stick.
Well, I was thinking Brer Rabbit, but I was trying to think of a funny way to make a play on those words. I really like the Brer Rabbit stories.
Bran Rabbit? No, there's not Bran bread.
You don't want to name it Punxsutawney?
That's a groundhog. You Philistine.
Are you a
groundhog
expert now, man?
I said
A groundhog, he says.
dare you.
You've seen one rodent. You've seen them all.
Hey, wait a minute. Oh, wait. Oh, no. What about, what's the name of, is it Edward? Is that the name of Edward Tulane?
Edward Scissorhands.
Edward Tulane.
I think
Is
it's
the
Jack Delane is his name.
the porcelain
Jack
bunny.
Yeah, Jack Delane.
Yep. The porcelain is, it's from the book The Adventures of Edward Tulane, right?
Yes.
Is the toy bunny that makes it back
Yes.
home, even though it can't move on its
And
own.
then there's the Velveteen Rabbit.
I think that the Rabbit Toaster is the sequel to Watership Downs.
Ooh.
I remember
Is it fiber?
I feel like it's a transformer with those animal-shaped ones. I laughed, she laughed, the toaster laughed, I shot the toaster. It was a great day.
Maybe a great
You
day
could,
for
you could ironically named it Achilles.
Would it be considered hunting season if you shot the toaster then?
It's a rabbit Cylon.
Are you
Oh my
saying
God.
it doesn't cook toast or doesn't cook the heels?
Cylon.
It's the final release of the Cylons. It's the Easter Bunny Cylon.
So instead of googly
No,
eyes,
you're not
they're
even
supposed to be
trying.
red. They're supposed to be red eyes instead.
They already have red
See,
eyes.
to tie the
Instead
stories
of
together,
really-
the rabbit that assaulted somebody in Florida was actually sent back from the future by the machines.
That rabbit a looper, maybe?
Did it just become tied into Terminator now as well?
Toast
Come
my
with you,
toast if you
fucking
want to live.
I'll be back.
Get down! What's wrong with you? Ow!
Wow, you did that really well. I don't know what else to say.
What's up, Doc?
Get on the chopper.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Baby.
I'm going to be the governor of
Okay.
California.
All right, everybody. I'm going to let you guys go one more time to say who you are and promote any of your channels or stores as you like before we say goodbye to everybody. I do want to remind everybody, please push like out there. Smash the like button.
Oh, wait, but I dropped my phone.
But you
Morbid
what?
smash.
I dropped my other phone call device onto the floor and I can't reach it.
You can reach it when we're done.
Okay.
Okay, so Famous Dana, you go first.
Hi, everybody. Bye. Talk to you later. I'm Famous Dana. Come over to my channel and watch me do some crafting stuff and learn a whole bunch.
And the name of your channel is?
Famous Dana the Boggan. Yay!
And it will be link in the low bar. Okay, Gunther, you go next. Who are you?
I'm Gunther Hammerhands. I'm going to be the governor of California.
And where can we find you on the interwebs portal?
I'm on
Trolling
Facebook.
everywhere.
I'm trolling everywhere. I'm
Okay.
on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I am Gunther Hammerhands.
All right. And so, Ion, do you want to go next?
All right. Well, everybody, I am Leprechaun. I had a lot of fun chatting with y'all, and hope to see you guys next time.
All right. Can you be found on the interwebs?
See, there's Twitters and stuff.
Okay.
Yay, nerds!
Lumina, do you want to go?
Sure, I'm Lumina a Wisp, and thank you for letting me come into your house this evening. You can find me on Facebook under Willow the Wisp, which is where I sell my crafty stuff. Though I haven't posted many things lately, I need to get busy.
All right. And Count Morbid?
Yes, I am Count Albin Morbid. I am on the Book of Faces somewhere. I think I also have a YouTube channel, but I'm too tired. It's probably called Morbid something. And this is a dead bunny. Hello, dead bunny.
What?
That is a dead bunny, right?
But yes, Count Albin Morbid on the Facebook.
Dragon ate bunny.
Is
All right.
Is that Dragon a toaster too?
We
Oh,
will be
awesome.
back. We will be back with you
Hold
guys
on.
in a couple of weeks. So, and happy Beltane, everybody. Today is May 1st. So, yes. So, and then we will be back 2 Wednesdays from now. And remember, if you guys have any articles or you have any events that are upcoming for the following month, send us that information and links, and then we will be happy to include them in our next session. So have a good night, everybody, and we will talk to you all. Well, I guess we'll talk to you all in a couple of weeks. Stay tuned and stay sparkly.
Merry
Merry
Bye.
Sparkly!